Ilia Topuria just sat down with Spanish journalist Alvaro Culmanro and opened up about what's next for him. Once again, Ilia pushed hard for that special catchweight belt, the one he wants to fight Islam Makhachev for, a belt he says would represent the biggest super fight in MMA right now. He broke down why the UFC should make it, what it would mean, and made it crystal clear he's targeting a massive comeback fight. Meanwhile, Arman Tsarukyan isn't buying any of it. The #1 lightweight contender blasted Topuria's inactivity, noting that Ilia hasn't fought since June and still hasn't defended his lightweight crown. Arman thinks Ilia is hunting for easy fights, chasing big checks, and hoping to skip real contenders until he lands that mega fight with Islam Makhachev. Tsarukyan even fired a warning for when they eventually meet. His approach is simple: slice Topuria up with elbows, bust his face open, and finish the job with a TKO. Arman truly believes the fight favors him in every area, and when El Matador finally steps back into the octagon, Arman wants to be the man waiting for him. Now let's hear Ilia's side.
They asked Dana directly at a press conference if there was a chance I would fight in January, and he said there was a possibility. But honestly, for now, I have not had any approach from the UFC. They have not told me anything about any fight. I have nothing lined up. I can sense things as always, and it also depends on me, on who I want to fight. At the end of the day, the interests of both sides have to align, and we will see what comes out of it. As for who I want to fight, I have Paddy on my mind. I want to fight Paddy if they do not let me move up to welterweight to fight Islam, because the fight I truly want is against Islam in the 3rd weight class. But we will see. Maybe I take one fight at lightweight, and then in the summer, there is a date where they finally let me move up and compete for the 3rd belt. Or maybe they create a new belt called the pound-for-pound belt at a catchweight where we meet and fight for that pound-for-pound title. There are many possibilities as always, and we will see what the future brings. This is how my fight with Islam would go. They would see a very desperate Islam trying to get a dominant position and catch his breath, and they would see me with a lot of spark to put him to sleep, which in the end, I would achieve.
Arman Tsarukyan just went off on Paddy Pimblett for somehow landing in the top 5 of the lightweight rankings. And honestly, you can't blame him. The rise is insane. Paddy beat Michael Chandler, moved into the top 10 at number 8, and then without beating a single other ranked contender, he just drifted upward as the division kept shifting. One contender lost, another switched divisions, another went inactive, and suddenly Paddy is sitting at number 5. Meanwhile, Arman, who has battled elite contenders and earned everything the hard way, is sitting there watching it all unfold. He's coming off a clean win over Dan Hooker at UFC Qatar and pushing for his own title shot. But this whole situation shows how UFC matchmaking really works. Fans know Arman is a legit top threat, but merit doesn't always decide things. Sometimes hype pushes harder than victories, and right now, nobody's benefiting from that more than Paddy. Who should Topuria face in his first 155 title defense? Drop your picks below.
So 100% gotta be me. No way they can give Paddy Pimblett fight. Everybody gonna laugh at them because I'm #1 contender. I proved it again, and what do they want from me, you know? And I went there, performed, just destroyed Dan Hooker, and they want to put the guy who is fake making rank.
Did you see he moved up to 5 now this morning? Did you see that?
Bro, how you can beat like a number 12 or number 13 and became number 5? I was beating everybody in our division. I beat like 5. I was on the 5 or 6 win streak to get in top 15, you know, and like this guy just beat 6 people and like he's number 5.
A video that exploded online showed Jon Jones and Khamzat Chimaev play wrestling in the street, but things escalated fast. Out of nowhere, Khamzat slipped behind Jones, pulled him down, and hit a takedown that shocked everyone. And this wasn't just some casual takedown. Jon Jones is known for having one of the best takedown defenses in UFC history. He's only been taken down twice across his entire light heavyweight and heavyweight career. The clip spread everywhere. Some fans brushed it off as playful sparring, but Jon Jones himself responded on Twitter and confirmed the takedown was absolutely real, even giving Khamzat props for pulling it off. Meanwhile, Alex Pereira joined Sports Illustrated's Greg Colley for a new interview. As expected, he took the opportunity to call out Jon Jones and even joked about the takedown clip. Pereira also discussed a potential future fight with Khamzat, explaining exactly what the Chechen star would need to do to earn a shot at him. Here's what he said.
Lutar com Jon Jones, meu interesse é...
My interest in Jon Jones comes from who he is. He has done so much for the sport and is such a huge name. I am obviously still coming up, my name is getting bigger and bigger, and I think it's an interesting fight for everyone involved. You know, we have both shown our interests, so let's see how it goes. Maybe I can take him down too after seeing all this madness. Yeah, the fight with Chimaev is also on my watch list. I even made a little challenge to him. Look, it's not that I'm not interested in him, it's just that there are still a lot of fights in my division. There's also the option for me to go up to heavyweight. I think he needs to defend his belt first. You know, he would be my last option, but it's an option, yeah.
After weeks of debate over who should get the next title shot, whether Paddy or Justin Gaethje, the MMA world is shifting heavily toward Arman Tsarukyan, and Daniel Cormier is fully backing that idea. DC called Arman the most dangerous and most deserving challenger for Ilia Topuria. Coming off his dominant win over Hooker, Tsarukyan isn't slowing down. He says he's healthy, ready for a quick turnaround, and even willing to move to the US. That lines him up perfectly for early 2026, exactly when the UFC wants Ilia Topuria returning. Stylistically, this matchup is fascinating. Arman is one of the best wrestlers in the sport with a fully complete MMA game. The big question, how will Ilia's wrestling hold up against a pressure-heavy grappler like Tsarukyan? Ilia has shown excellent wrestling earlier in his career, but Arman's top control could test him like never before. Still, with the momentum and confidence Ilia has right now, it's tough to imagine anyone stopping him soon. Drop your predictions below. Who takes this fight?
I think Paddy Pimblett has a bright future in fighting, but I believe that the two best lightweights in the world, if Islam Makhachev is now the welterweight champion, it's Arman Tsarukyan and Ilia Topuria, bro, and that's not even in question anymore. I thought that Paddy Pimblett getting in the octagon after Ilia won the belt, to me was a little bit odd because I didn't feel like him beating Michael Chandler should have warranted him being in that spot. I thought that the biggest issue would be trying to do away with the images of Paddy in the cage with Ilia. But then when you watch Arman Tsarukyan last weekend, bro, he's big, he's strong, he can really wrestle, he can strike, he can do just about everything, and his top control is what's a real issue. That's the scary thought for anyone that are Ilia Topuria fans, because if there's anyone that can replicate that game of Makhachev, or at least to a degree, Arman Tsarukyan.
That's it from MMA Time. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for daily MMA updates.